Welcome to a new episode. Today, I would like to talk about what is the real gap between people with disabilities. In my opinion, the real gap between uh, um, concerning digital accessibility is not between disabled and non-disabled people, but between technical fit people and not technical fit people. We often talk about blind people have this problem and people with parapletics have this problem, but it does seem to simplify the reality a little bit. Or in my opinion, one real important factor is the technical affinity of the groups. We can divide the people in four groups. The first one I would call the superfit. The superfit, for example, are able to write scripting, to make scripting, or are in other ways very technical, very skilled, and can do nearly everything, as they don't need so much digital accessibility. Or they benefit from digital accessibility, but they don't have a high demand for it. The second group are the technically fit people. They, of course, benefit from digital accessibility, but they are able to work around if websites are not 100% accessible. I think the only thing which a blind person, for example, cannot use is graphical capture. Many other things like non-accessible PDFs or other things people with high skills um, can way can find a way around the problem. The tech study can handle problems when they are very easy. They can very basic stuff. They can do very basic stuff like perhaps sending a WhatsApp message or receiving a WhatsApp message, read this newspapers and something like that online. But they can get problems when things are getting more complex. For example, when you have web applications like Gmail or WordPress or more complicated things, they find it very difficult because perhaps they don't have the IT skills or they have a lack in the skills of assistive technology. The fourth group are the technically unfit people, how I would call it. They have very basic to no skills in technical abilities. For example, perhaps they can use something like Alexa when somebody else prepares the technology for them. Perhaps they can send WhatsApp messages or um, receive WhatsApp messages, but they get into trouble, for example, when they have um, to do more complex things like reading a newspaper online or things like that. Of course, this is a very schematic representation. You can do more differentiation between the single groups. We tend to blame that problems to seniors, and of course, many seniors have this problem. But I think all in all, it is not a problem related to age, but to many other factors like technical abilities. And you will find a lot of younger people who seem to have problems with that. In earlier years, we said this is okay. If you can get along anyway, there's no problem. But as things are getting more and more digital, for example, public service things, or ordering tickets, ordering other things, getting receipts from your doctor, and many more things are getting more and more digital. Sometimes you don't have an analog alternative. Sometimes this is very difficult to get to the analog alternative, or sometimes it is you have to pay money to get to the analog alternative, and that's making the things more worse for the people. And in my opinion, the conformance is with the weak hack standards is overestimated and overrated. In fact, nobody said that, nobody has proved that 100% conformance is better than 80% conformance. Of course, you have some basic um, requirements like keyboard accessibility or timeouts, but many other things like, is there a heading, is there an alternative text or things like that, that doesn't matter in the overall image of the web page or application. What can we do about that? I don't think that we can achieve good accessibility for that people with the existing or planned rules, for example, WCAG 3.0. I think that this will improve the situation for this kind of persons. And I also think that the usability heuristics, they are made for non-disabled persons, for people who can see, who don't have visual problems or other things. I don't think that we can achieve a good accessibility and usability for this group. My hope is that we will develop intelligent assistants, perhaps based on AI, which are able to help these people to do their tasks, for example, with language or with assistance for step-by-step assistance. They can do perhaps basic things like online banking or online buying of food with this assistance, I hope. Then, but we have some things we can do right now. You could say that there are three keywords for a better user experience. That means simplicity, simplicity of the graphical user interface, uh, conformance to expectations, and tolerance for error making. Of course, the persons need better training in using assistive technologies and IT at all. Perhaps the assistive technology also had to get easier in usage, especially the desktop screen readers like NVDA and JAWS, but also VoiceOver on the Mac are rather complex to learn. They have a very high learn curve. Um, and we need general the easier user feedback and the integration of the user feedback into the production process. What we do today is we get perhaps user feedback. It's rather complicated for the people to give user feedback. And in most cases, the user feedback is not worked with, but they put it into the trash file, and it makes it very unsatisfying to give feedback. We as accessibility professionals have to address this topic more or less as we did in the last 20, 25 years, I think. So that was it for the time. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I would be glad if you subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.